Welcome to our channel. Today we'll show you a 2017 science fantasy action adventure film titled Okja. It tells the story of a young girl named Mija embarking on a daring journey to rescue her beloved super pig Okja from the clutches of a multinational corporation. Along the way, she teams up with a group of animal rights activists to expose the dark truth behind the corporation's plans to profit from genetically modified livestock. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The movie begins with Lucy Mirando takes the reins of the Mirando Corporation, vowing to usher in a new era focused on environmental stewardship. She distinguishes herself from her predecessor Nancy, emphasizing her commitment to change. With global hunger looming, the corporation unveils a groundbreaking discovery: a super piglet found in a Chilean farm. Scientists nurture and breed 26 piglets, distributing them to farmers worldwide to raise according to their own cultural practices. Lucy announces a competition among the farmers to rear the ultimate super pig, to be judged by TV personality and zoologist Dr. Johnny Wilcox. Promising minimal environmental impact and delectable taste, Lucy sets the stage for a decade-long endeavor. 10 years later in South Korea, Mija shares a special bond with Okja, a large super pig she raised since childhood. They enjoy peaceful moments together, gathering food and exploring the mountain. When Mija's grandfather calls her home, she falls asleep on Okja's back. Later, while crossing a ledge, Okja saves Mija from a fall, sacrificing herself in the process. Mija searches for Okja and finds her resting, grateful for her loyal companion. That evening, Hibong informs Mija that Mr. Mundo, a representative from the Mirando Corporation, will visit them the next day. Mija questions the purpose of Mundo's visit since they've already fulfilled their payments to purchase Okja. The following day, when Mundo arrives, Mija is seen caring for Okja, even brushing her teeth. Mundo then proceeds to set up his laptop, and Mija uses a device to check Okja's health statistics. Johnny and his crew suddenly arrive, expressing Johnny's frustration at having to climb a mountain to reach Okja, unlike the other super pigs on easily accessible farms. However, his mood shifts when he lays eyes on Okja, marveling at her health and vitality. The crew begins filming Johnny interacting with Okja, although neither Mija nor Hibong understands English. Johnny praises Okja's impressive statistics, and they honor Hibong and Mija as the winners, adorning them with a sash in celebration. Hibong urges Mija to visit her parents' grave while the crew takes their time filming Okja. At the gravesite, Hibong presents Mija with a golden pig. He explains that Mija can keep the golden pig while Okja is taken away. Hibong reveals that the corporation didn't permit him to purchase her, so he saved up for the golden pig instead. Despite Mija's anger, Hibong insists that Okja has won as the best pig and will be taken to the Mirando building in Seoul before being flown to America. Enraged, Mija smashes the golden pig to the ground and rushes home, but upon her arrival, she finds that Okja and the crew have already departed. Desperate, she races down the mountain and reaches the main road, but they're nowhere to be found. That evening, Mija comes back home and her grandfather tries to act as if everything is normal. However, he soon notices Mija collecting her belongings, including the golden pig. When he questions her, Mija discloses that she's heading to Seoul to rescue Okja. Hibong points out her lack of money, but Mija breaks their piggy bank, gathering every coin she can find. Despite Hibong's attempts to dissuade her and remind her of Okja's intended fate as meat, Mija's determination only grows, and she storms off. The next day, Mija arrives at the Mirando building in Seoul and attempts to contact Mundo through the telecom. However, the automated system fails to understand her, and the receptionist ignores her pleas, prompting Mija to forcefully push against the glass doors until they shatter. Infiltrating the office, she discovers it deserted. When the receptionist and a guard pursue her, Mija barricades herself in a conference room. Peering through the window, she witnesses Okja being loaded onto a truck outside, with Mundo preventing the media from capturing photos. Determined, Mija rushes outside as Mundo boards the truck. Despite her efforts, the vehicle begins to drive away. Mija sprints after it, leaping onto the roof. As they enter a low tunnel, Mija races to the back and clings onto the door, with Okja sensing her presence and emitting a mournful groan. As they journey, a black truck intercepts them, and its driver calmly orders Mundo to halt. Confused, Mundo is approached by masked individuals who instruct him to fasten his seatbelt as they commandeer the truck. Entering another tunnel, the black truck collides with a Mirando vehicle, causing Mija to tumble. Masked figures brandishing guns reassure the Mirando workers of their peaceful intentions while working to free Okja. Amidst the chaos, Okja fiercely resists until she hears Mija's voice. Reunited, Mija clambers onto Okja's back as they flee the tunnel, pursued by both the masked rescuers and Mundo's lackadaisical pursuit. Seeking refuge, Mija guides Okja into a subway station, inciting panic among commuters. Okja's tumultuous presence wreaks havoc, but as the masked rescuers catch up, they shield Mija from tranquilizer darts using umbrellas and engage in a skirmish with Mirando's guards. Unmasked, they reveal themselves as the Animal Liberation Front, or ALF, led by Jay, who explains their mission to liberate animals from cruelty without violence. Learning of Okja's fate, Mija realizes the Mirando Corporation's true intentions and aligns herself with the ALF's cause. Okja and the other super pigs are revealed to be genetically modified creations from the Mirando Corporation's laboratory, debunking their claims of natural breeding. The ALF aims to expose Mirando's deceit by obtaining footage from the laboratory, proposing to use Okja as a covert camera carrier. Despite Mija's initial reluctance to endanger Okja, Jay assures her of their planned safety and the ultimate rescue of the super pigs. With persuasion from Kay, Mija reluctantly agrees, and the ALF members make a daring escape from the pursuing police, leaving Mija and Okja behind to face their consequences. The Mirando Corporation scrambles to address the attempted kidnapping of Okja by the ALF, assuring Lucy Mirando of their failure. However, Lucy is troubled by the ALF's perception of her as a psychopath akin to her family members. Unbeknownst to her, her associate Frank Dawson clandestinely listens in and relays her frustrations to her sister Nancy. Lucy vents her grievances about her family's tarnished legacy, contrasting her efforts to rebrand the corporation with Nancy's environmental negligence. She bemoans the public backlash following the televised incident involving Okja, lamenting the company's portrayal as villains. As Frank contemplates Lucy's plans for Mija at the Super Pig Festival, Lucy enthusiastically envisions Mija and Okja's reunion as a redemption for the corporation. She proposes making Mija the new face of Mirando, but Johnny interjects, sparking tension. Despite Johnny's veiled threats, Lucy remains undeterred, dismissing his fading celebrity status. Meanwhile, Hibong retrieves Mija from detention, where Mirando employees manipulate him into endorsing Mija as the corporation's model, though she resists. At the airport, press surrounds Mija, capturing her every move. In New Jersey, the ALF monitors Okja's journey via the hidden camera, witnessing her arrival at the laboratory where more super pigs are confined. That evening, they watch in horror as Okja interacts with a male super pig, forced to mate under Johnny's drunken supervision. Kay finally confesses to lying about Mija's consent, leading to his expulsion from the group by Jay. Later, Johnny, fueled by resentment towards Lucy, plans to harm Okja discreetly to preserve her appearance for the parade. Mija unexpectedly calls, causing Okja to react, which startles Johnny. In a cruel act, Johnny extracts meat samples from Okja, which impress testers despite the animal suffering. On parade day, people happily eat free Mirando jerky while Jennifer helps Mija get ready. She really wants to see Okja. Jay, hiding nearby, promises to rescue Okja and tells Mija to run when they do. Meanwhile, Nancy's presence worries Lucy. As the parade starts and Johnny entertains the crowd, Mija sees Okja and feels sad. Jay exposes the truth and ALF steps in to help. Amidst the chaos, Mija hugs Okja tightly and ALF deals with the police. A response team then arrives to beat up the ALF. Jay tries to help Okja get away, but the team captures her. Later, Nancy reunites with Lucy, poking fun at Lucy's temporary victory. Nancy pledges to protect Lucy from public scrutiny, but won't support her in any legal battles. She instructs Frank to move forward with her plan, now that they have FDA approval. Despite the public uproar, Nancy believes people will still buy their product if it's cheap. She directs Frank to close the lab and process all the super pigs for production, including Okja. Later, Jay discovers that Kay is driving the truck that rescued them. When Mija wakes up in the truck that evening, Jay informs her they're heading to save Okja, who's already in the slaughterhouse. Upon reaching the factory filled with super pigs awaiting slaughter, they search for Okja among the pens. Mija spots Okja being led into the building and follows. Inside, she witnesses the gruesome process of the pigs being slaughtered and packaged for sale. When she sees Okja about to be killed, Mija intervenes. Jay, Kay, Nancy, and her men arrive, and Mija confronts Nancy about Okja's fate. Nancy explains he can only profit from dead pigs, prompting Mija to offer Golden Pig to buy Okja's freedom. After confirming its authenticity, Nancy agrees and instructs Frank to ensure Mija and Okja's safe return home. Mija and Okja leave as the remaining super pigs are shot. As they walk away, a couple of super pigs toss their piglet to Mija's feet. Mija hides the piglet inside Okja's mouth, and they depart amidst the sorrowful cries of the other pigs. Weeks later, Mija, Okja, and the piglet live peacefully with Mija's grandfather. Meanwhile, Jay is released from prison and joins other ALF members on a bus. Kay informs Jay that they have more supporters, including the former Rando bus driver who recently joined them. They put on their masks, ready to continue their mission against the Mirando Corporation. Enjoy the recap? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more movie summaries like this one. Ring the notification bell to stay updated on the latest videos.